supposed to take the class is available right now. That's the whole reason for this delay. So on behalf of the entire TA, I am very sorry. We are very sorry for the delay. So sorry about that. I really do not know where the last question stopped at, but let's how do I put this now? So where do we stop last class, please? Let me see if I catch up with that. Who is going to volunteer to bring us up to speed? Not like me, last class, last year, not me. Okay, Foba, were you available last week Saturday?
Yes, I was. I think it basically was still exploring data sets in SQL. I think we went over again the practice for the exam, as well as the motorcycle sales part data set.
Okay, all right. Amazing. I have not prepared for this class because I was not supposed to be the one taking this class, but I'm just going to find a way to make it work. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Just give me a moment. Let me try to. Also, please, I am at work. So just in case, unfortunately, like last time, there is a silence from my end. Please note that I might be attending to something else. A TA who's going to be on the call would be able to take, I would say, yeah, kind of replace me, take over from me here. So hold on. Right. Okay. Yes, I've joined the call. I'm signing here. Let me share my screen so that I can see what is happening. Let me share screen. It's allowed. Share. Oh, Lord. Okay. Some, I think that's the area. Okay, I'm not sure now. Okay, this is the one we're doing about the movie actors thing. Yes, that's the one I stopped with you guys on that before the last one I had again, wherein I was trying to attempt whatever question might be hard. I think for progress sake, I will just create a new workbook and I will move from there. So let's just call this workbook, um, let's say 15th November class. Right. So yes. So Foba, can you remind me the data set you talk about? So you said something about workbook or so. Foba, did you get that? Am I audible?
No.
Foba,
Sorry, please,
can
can you come again?
you remind me the data set you spoke about? You said something about
Oh, last class it was motorcycle sales part. I think motorcycle sales
where is
part
that
two. And data cam, the project, I think, yeah.
project? Okay.
under the program we are doing.
Yes, it's going to show up here. It will be here.
Okay.
So is it on that project, right?
I find it easy when I go to the curriculum itself. It's under the program. I think it's
Okay,
the
so
project.
let's go there. I'm coming. Data camp. Let me share that screen. Share this stuff instead. Okay. I don't know. Okay. It should be. All right. So under projects, reward project, Abi. Oh, you mean like in the
Yeah.
career track?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Oh, I think I remember what you're talking about. It's an earlier project, right?
Yes, but I think we walked through that to the end with Mr. Gaius. The one that we
All
did
right.
just one task on was the practice one for the exam.
So like attempting examination, you mean?
Yes, the practice, yes. We walked through one task.
Okay, so let's try that because I my own certification too. I haven't attempted that, so let's use this opportunity to do it. It's so busy, goodness. So data analyst. So what we have here is data analyst associate certification. Yeah. So this is basically for SQL folks. And I think this one data analyst. This is associate certification. The actual certification. Um, sorry, hold on. What's this? Okay. The actual certification is I think includes Python. Yes. So you can see here you have SQL, R, or Python. So either you learn the R technology or you learn Python alongside it. So for what we're doing, associate data analyst is just or data analyst associate, just SQL is required for that one. So we go back. So we have this. Um, a bit there. Sorry, excuse me. Let's go back. Organization like that. Okay, yes, okay. So register for certification and start. So before I continue, are we all following? If you're not following, please specify. Okay, so if you understand that we are all involved in attempting these questions, please drop an emoji. For Deborah, Foba, Silverline, Chinaza, Holda, Josiah, Jamiu. Okay, Holda, Chinaza, Silver, Jamiu. I'm sorry, Silverline, Jamiu. I can't see anything. Sherifat or Sefiat. I keep saying Sherifat. Sefiat. Okay, okay, right. So let's go. So please, once this starts, yeah, the floor is open, right? I'm not. What's the word now? I'm not promoting chaos, but the floor is open. So please, once you have attempts, right, just hit it and keep going because it's timed. Yeah. So start. Um, Okay. So it is a okay starting. MC 2 hours question. I don't have 2 hours. 2 hours for 60 questions. We do not have 2 hours, so we're going to make ours a bit faster. All right. So question number one. It's loading up. So you want to compare the distribution of ages in two different populations. What type of data visualization would be the most appropriate? Line chart, scatter plus histogram, bar chart. Answers. Hmm. And explain why, because we're not trying to answer my account. We're trying to understand
I think budget.
Snapchat.
why bar chart.
I think budget.
Because
Oh, okay.
Yes,
because
but why bar chart?
Okay.
Why not line?
why don't you
I'll go
try
for
first now?
because we are
Time is going.
Okay, we're already having chaos. So let's Sefi at first. Why not line chart?
all right. No, why not line chart? Because I think it should be scatter plots because we are comparing, emphasis on the word comparing two different populations.
Comparing two distributions of ages, yeah, of two different populations. Okay, so Sophia
Yeah.
said scatter plots. Okay, older.
I
Holder.
chose bar
Right.
chart. I chose bar
Bar chart.
chart.
Why bar chart?
Because it's too categorical data. Abi? Yeah. You've not chosen the answer.
Yes,
Answer
I
the
know.
time.
We'll still see the answer. We're still going to see it. So even if we didn't choose anything, we're still going to, I told you I'm not trying to answer my account. I'm trying for us
Okay.
to see how the questions are. So even if I don't choose anything, that's not my intention. My intention is for us to see the kind of questions that come up at the exams. So Foba,
Okay.
I think it's bar chart, not line chart because it's not time. Scatter plot is not relationship. Histogram it's not continuous, and I think bar chart is best for comparison.
okay. So Foba and Holder goes for bar charts. So hold on, I'm going to take note of that. So number one, we went for bar chart. So you can't see my screen on that part, but don't worry. So two people and scatter plot one. All right. So next. So you want to show a relationship between the number of hours of sleep and a person's mood score, a continuous numeric value. What type of data visualization would most appropriate? What do you think, Foba?
I
Okay.
think continuous. It should be histogram.
Histogram, continuous. Okay.
I'm going for Instagram too.
Histogram. All right. Are we all on the same page here? Histogram.
Yes.
All right. The histogram that is. So number two. Histogram. Right. Next question. Which visualization would best show the distribution of a single continuous variable? Is it heat map, pivot table, histogram, donut chart? Which visualization would best show the distribution of a single continuous variable? Is it heat map? Is it pivot table? Is it histogram or
I think it's
so
still histogram.
you think it's
Yes.
histogram?
Yeah, same
Okay,
here.
okay. Two people goes histogram. All right. So next question. Next now. Okay. Okay. You want to show the relationship between the number of hours studied and exam scores. What type of data visualization would be most appropriate? Line, scatter plot, histogram, bar chart.
Scatter plot for me.
scatter plots for you. That should be Holder, right? Foba, what do you think?
Yes, yes.
Shefiat,
No,
scatter
it's
plot.
not me.
Okay. Hmm?
It's not me. It's Foba that answered.
Oh, okay, Holder, what's your own opinion?
In between line chart and scatter plot, but I think it should be scatter plot because yeah, just scatter plot.
All right. Chinaza, I've not heard you. What's your opinion on this question?
Now scatter plot for me to solve.
Yeah, I think it's scattered plots too.
All right, scatter plot. Okay, so choose that scatter plot, and so just so you know, continuous variable. Okay, let's when we're done. When we're done. Right next. So now, a new feature was released in a software product, and user were sent a survey to record their feedback. Right, you have oh my god, consolidated the survey results into a data table with the following columns. So you have user ID, which is a numeric column. You have experience level. It's a categorical column that will contain new user, experienced user, or long-term user. So those are the three variables that you keep seeing in that category. And then you have feedback score, a continuous column that range from 0 to 100. Yeah. Now, you would like to create a single concise visualization showing the distribution of feedback scores separately for each experience level. So what that means is you want to create a single concise, that means a single short, straight to the point distribution showing the feedback, right? Scores. So feedback scores is more like a count, yeah, separately for each experience level. So you see the score for summation of the score rather for a new user, experienced user, and long-term user, not count submission. So what type of visualization would you make? Is it a bar chart, a box plot, line graph, histogram? Answers. We have 21 seconds. 20, 19.
I
I'll
think
go
it's
for a box plot.
You get it? What?
I
Box
said I
plot.
I
yes.
think it is box plot, sir.
Box plot. Okay, why box plot?
Yeah, for me, I think it's the most conscious and effective visualization for showing the distribution of feedback scores across different experience levels, sir.
All right. Any other input separate from this opinion? Okay, so box plus it is. We move on. So, okay, selected that already. So to analyze the test scores of students in a class and identify any unusually high or low score, which type of graph is best suited to show the variability and outliers in the score? So this graph must able to identify outliers. Yeah. So you have box plot, bar chart, line graph, histogram. You want to test, you want to see identify unusually high scores and low scores, right? To analyze test scores of students in a class. What do we
Box
go
plot.
for?
I think
box
it's
plot.
bar charts.
I think it's still box plot.
Okay, why bar charts? Why box plots?
Because box plot is the best, one of the best. I think another one is scatter plot, where you can identify outliers in data.
Okay, but remember we're dealing with test scores. So what is like you said earlier on, yeah, for scatter. Okay, we don't have a scatter plot here, so I'm the one. So yes, you said box plot, right?
Yes.
You will agree box plot. Okay, thank you. That's a yes. Okay, so that next question. Which of the following types of type sorry, which of the following type data, which of the following types data attributes am I reading? Which of the following type data attributes? I think they mean data type attributes. Well, can be used in a scatter plot to study their relationship. So is it the two discrete features? Is it one discrete feature or another and another continuous feature or two continuous features? Which of the following types data attributes can be used in a scatter plot to study their relationship? What do we think it is? Who is going for this? Okay, so I have a okay. I think someone wants to, yeah, let's hear it. I think that was Foba,
I think
right?
I'll pick two continuous futures.
Two continuous features. Any reason for that?
I'm still not convinced the others are not right, but um, relationship. Honestly, it's just the best guess.
Okay. So I have a feature on my Google Chrome that helps me understand words. So I've chosen that, so it's going to submit that. But let's try to understand what we're seeing on the screen here. So I'm going to employ that. So all I have to do is amazing. Now they don't let me highlight.
You
Okay.
can't highlight your copy.
Yes, but I have something I can do. Uh, okay. All I have to do is do this and do that, and then say will I say solve? But that's not what I want to. I don't want to say solve. I want to say explain. Explain. Okay, explain options. All right. Okay. So, based on the search result, the types of data attributes that can be used in scatterplot to study their relationship are two continuous, which is what Foba chose. So, the key point from the result are scatterplots are used to study relationship between two continuous variables, right? So, the data attribute needs to be two continuous features, right? And so, discrete features that's categorical data cannot be directly used in a scatterplot, as scatterplots are designed for continuous numeric data. So discrete will be that our new user, beginner level, experience level user on the previous question that we answered. Those are discrete form of data. So from what we saw, we can fully understand that the question is asking us which of the following type. I don't still get the way they phrase that question. Pardon me if I'm not getting this thing. But which of the following, I think it's data type attributes. I kind of feel so, but type data attributes can be used in a scatter plot to study their relationship. So that's supposed to be two continuous features. That means the two data they are continuous in nature. They're not discrete data, they're continuous data, right? Who does not understand? Okay, moving on. Because I'm on UPS right now. Hope this thing. So now, okay, we have a scatter plot, right? So in the following plot, the total bill amount X, so it's on the X axis, that is going to be on this axis, total bill, and the tip amount is on the Y, this axis. What do the light blue bands surrounding the regression line represent? This blue band, this blue band, what do they represent? Is it the confidence interval band representing uncertainty? Is it the statistical significance of the estimation point? Is it the bounds we expect the data to fall in? What do those lines represent? We still have 66 seconds, 65 seconds. Okay, so do I read the question again? Response. I need to know that. Okay,
I
someone
think I'll
says
go for the confidence interval.
confidence
Interval bound
interval
representing
band
operating system.
representing uncertainty. So that means you are saying this part represents uncertainty. That's the meaning.
Yes,
Second one
I'll
says,
choose the option.
okay. Second one says statistical significance of the estimation point. And the last one says the bound we expect the data to fall in. So Foba is choosing A. Who else has an alternative opinion? Remember, this is about bills paid at a, let's say, restaurant or something, and then the tip given to each bill paid. So it's a continuous variable, right? So the bill they paid, the tip given, there's a relationship between both of them. And then now there's a band in the middle of that. Remember, we're doing an analysis, yeah? So, and this Foba said it's a confidence interval band representing uncertainty. What do we think? Our time, oh, time is going up. But what do we think? Okay, we're going to take that as everyone is on the same page with that and move on to the next question. So, you are given a data set of continuous numeric values. Which visualization would best display the median? Box plot, histogram, line graph. Ideas, ideas, ideas. Histogram. Who said histogram? Why do we choose histogram, sir or ma? Who am I? Let me see. Let me check message. Okay, Deborah said histogram. Silver said histogram. Silver line. Maka. Okay, Maka. Maka said histogram. Why histogram? Why histogram? Why not line graph? Why not box plots? Why histogram? Because we're learning. No response. All right. We're going to just move on because of time. I'm actually on the UPS. If not, I would have.
So I don't know. For the histogram,
Mm-hmm.
I had two options. I I think it should be either histogram or box plots, because
Why?
box plots, I'm not too sure, but then I feel box plot talks about quartiles. I can use
Yes.
box plot for quartiles,
Yes.
median, stuff, those kind of. But I don't still know. I feel box plot or histogram, one of them will go.
So I will go for block plots as well because it will be the
Okay.
best to display the media of the data set of continuous numeric value.
Hmm. But I think we choose histogram already. But
Okay.
that's a good point. That's a good point. So the intent of this is just to see how the question goes, so that at least we know what our quote unquote fears are, and we're able to face it head on and know what to pay attention to. And so you want to show the relationship between the daily temperature and the number of ice cream sales in a city. Which type of data visualization will be most appropriate, right? So you have these temperatures and then you have number of sale. Which type will be most appropriate? You want to show the relationship between. Remember that phrase. By now, I think this one is already as smooth as an ice cream.
Scatter plot.
Scatter plot. It is. So, next question. You want to show the relationship between the amount of rainfall and the number of plant species in a forest. What type of data visualization would be most appropriate? Answers. We can see line charts, scatter plots, histogram, bar chart. What do we think?
So,
Scatter plot for me, sir.
Scatter plot.
scatter plot relationship.
Okay. Okay. Now, you have collected a data set containing your company's monthly revenue for the last 5 years. Your company's monthly revenue for the last 5 years. So that's like 12 times 5, yeah? So you would like to create a data visualization to show each monthly data point. What approach should you take? Is it a box plot with different boxes for each year? Is it histogram with different colors for each year? Is it a line graph with different line for each year? What is our response?
I'll opt for
Think
line
right now.
graph.
Line graph. You collected a data set containing your company's monthly revenue. You want to create a data visualization showing each monthly data point. What approach do you take? And final answer, line graph. Final answer, line graph. Any opposition to that? Or any contrary opinion? All right, taking that as a no. So we submit. So data was collected to study how many miles per gallon different car consume based on their country of origin. How many miles per gallon? So gallon is the grouping factor here. That how many miles per gallon different cars consume based on their country of origin. The following histogram shows the distribution of miles per gallon consumed by each car for USA, Japan, and Europe. So you can see here miles per gallon for USA, for Japan, and for Europe. Yeah. Which region produces cars that have lower miles per gallon on average? On average. So how do we solve this? So definitely the x-axis is the mile per gallon. You see from 0 to 45, and the y-axis is the count of the cars from 0 to 50. So how do we approach this? Any idea? Any idea? Let's run. Think. Analyst.
I think I'll go for USA because
Yes.
um,
Why?
it has a higher count at the lower end. So that's going to affect the average. So the average will be lower.
You said what? Come again?
The y-axis is the count, right? So the USA, it has higher counts at the lower end for miles per hour. So it has more cars being produced that have low miles per gallon, that have lower miles per gallon. So that's going to make the average lower than the others, I think.
That is the beautiful logic. So which region produces cars that have lower miles per gallon on average? That's a very wonderful logic to it. So the idea is to look at this point here, being that no other one rivals it on its earlier stages. It's just like a no-brainer to know that this is going to be it. Okay, I buy the idea, but who else has on time? Let me see how many seconds. Oof, time is gone. Can't choose that. But then we know that number. What is this now? This is number 13. 13. Okay. So 13 USA. So anyone with a contrary opinion? Okay, so yeah, doesn't know. So move on. What type of plot is best suited for displaying the distribution of patient satisfaction scores among various hospital units or departments? Is it a bar chart, histogram, box plot, line chart? Answers. What type of plot is best suited for displaying the distribution of patient satisfaction scores? So there are scores that patients give based on the level of satisfaction. And those scores now we're categorizing them based on different hospital units or departments. Maybe the uh, dentist, dental department, the whatever ICU department, stuff like that.
I will
So
go for box plot.
box plot. Okay, Liberty box plot. Mohammed said box plot also. Anyone else? Okay, so we're going for box plot and submit. Any reason for box plot, Liberty?
Yeah, I think box plots are specially designed to compare the distribution of the numeric values and variable.
Okay, understood. Let's move on. Data was collected from 14 different countries to compare the total amount of rainfall received in 2021. 14 data points were collected showing the total rainfall in year 2021 for each country, right? Which of the following type of charts is best suited to plot and compare rainfall between each country? Is it a histogram, a box plot, a line chart, bar chart? 14 different countries, and so 14 data points were collected. And so we want to show the amount of rainfall, total rainfall, showing the total rainfall. So it's like a summation, right?
I think bar chart for me. Yeah. Bar
A
chart.
bar. Okay. Any contrary opinion? Okay. Let's take a bar chart. Move on to the next one. Woo. Okay. Calculate the standard deviation for the VMT column in gasoline table. So how do we calculate the standard deviation? That is the question. Codes. Who's going to help us out? Anyone? I think we can remember. Okay. So that's going to be STDDEV. Right? So this is standard deviation. Right? Do we get that?
Yes.
Okay. Submit. Mr. Man. Submit now. Okay. So yes, next one. So now we're in the code era. So now as part of a project, as part of a project at an online retail company, you are tasked with analyzing customer feedback on a product, on a popular product. Write a query to calculate the average rating and the standard deviation of customers' rating. All right. So what do we put in here? We
The
just
same
answered it.
thing that we put before now, the standard deviation code STD.
Mhm. Can you call it? I type can you call inside there? All right. So STD DEV, standard deviation, or STD dev, right? And this would be their wicked. They put the average and left the hard one for us. It's all right. An exam though. So next question. Complete the script below to calculate the Pearson coefficient of the price column in the gasoline table. First thing going is, what is a Pearson coefficient? But okay, so let me just do that. Coefficient. And for sake of time, let's say in simple terms. Bam. Because I know that it's not everyone that's finished this thing. So let's know. Otherwise, oh God, MTN is about to. Let me just read the question again while this one is loading. So calculate the scripts. Sorry, complete the script below to calculate the Pearson coefficient of the price column in the gasoline data table. And I'm trying to define options. But who knows it first? I'm just trying to without giving options. So who wants to attempt that?
The Pearson coefficient has to do with correlation, right? So I think it's to calculate. It will be called.
Okay.
Sorry.
So call. I can hear you now. Yes. Okay.
But this thing is being alias as mean. So why is it being
Yeah.
alias as mean?
We're gonna figure it out. If you
I'm
see
the
right
only
now.
one.
So you have percentage. You have percentage counts here. 0.5 within group order by price as the median, and this should be average, not. All right. No, sorry, not even. Yeah, that's average now.
Yeah.
And here should be. Why is my the time has gone up? Time has gone up. Oh, yeah. I'm coming now. I see. I see. I see what they did here. So it was because I attempted this question blindly. This is supposed to be average, AVG, and here is supposed to be STD-DEV. This is the Pearson coefficient here. Do you see that? So it is three times the let me say the let's call it the product now. No, what's the word? The difference, yes. Three times the difference of the mean from the median, or the median from the mean, divided by the standard deviation. That's your Pearson coefficient. So they've done that calculation already. I just didn't do this properly. So that's on me. Fault on me. Sorry. So next question. But you get it just now. Or who doesn't get it? Okay. I think everyone gets it. So to improve service, a company is analyzing how quick customers support address level 3 support tickets. Write a query to calculate the median response time from the support ticket table for the level 3 support services, ensuring that interpolation is used to calculate the median if the exact value does not exist. So what do we write here? I think we thought in the previous question.
Percentile something.
Percentile dix.
Yeah, percentile dix.
All right. Let me just copy that and put that so that I know what question is question 19. Okay. So that by the time we're done with this, I just pray that. Amazing. Amazing. That is a good sound I want to hear. Oh, Jesus Lord. Uh, can we hear that beeping sound?
Yes.
Yes, that's my UPS telling me that about to go off. Goodness me. and I'm at the office using a desktop. So we are giving tables. We're giving a table student with column ID, name, and height that contains student height in centimeter. Calculate the standard deviation of the height. That one is already something that we know. All right. So that's not taking dwell on that. Next question. I don't know how long this thing will be. Can't be done with this. Final thing. Oh. Okay, so next thing you have a table named inventory with three columns: year, volume, price. Determine the skew direction of the volume by comparing the mean and the median. Assuming data is normally distributed. So how do we get the mean volume? And how do we get
Average,
average?
and then
Okay,
percentile disk for data.
yeah, percentile disk fully closed. Oh. Okay. Given the table spots containing the scores by each player, calculate the median scores of. We already know what this is. Median score. It's percentile data. Okay. It kind of me feel like this is not percentile data score. Because there's another one, there's a percentile something. Next. Okay, so you have a table with average gasoline price by year. Complete the script below to calculate the mean and median for prices. So the median is percentile underscore disk. Next thing is the mean, and that's going to have each submit.
But shouldn't that one be percentile cons for prices continuous, right?
It's continuous. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Other prices. Yeah, prices are continuous. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that should have been. Let me see. Let me go back. Price continuous. Yes. You're right. It's continuous. Should have been continuous. I can't change it now. But I'll put that as 23. Okay. Yes, I put this there. Okay. So save that. Next. You're exploring product sales data as a sales analyst, multi location retail brand. You have a table with average sales price by year for multi location. Complete the script below to calculate the mean and median for the price column. So this is percentile count, the mean and median. Hold on. Okay. Pardon the small text. I'm just trying to wrap up because of time and average. This is just giving me like, oh, finally happened. Amazing. Okay. Let me see what I can do from my end here. Please hold on. Is so um, explore again. Please hold on. Okay. what are you? Welcome back. Why you know? Okay. Explore. Apparently, there is no exam on the app. Okay, let me try my message so that I'm doing. Have anyone tried sharing the screen? I'm sorry, doing the exam from the mobile device. No, I'm trying to share. Trying to. Can you see my screen? Okay, I'm trying to. If you can see my screen, someone should just say something because I can't see. I'm not currently on the Google Doc.
Yes.
Yes, we can see it here.
Okay, thank you. So I'm trying to see if I can see exam part here. So it seems that only exists on Chrome. It's quite tricky. Okay, let me see if I want to toy with them a bit. So data.
Try using Chrome.
Yes,
Use
that's what
the
I'm. Oh, sorry, my screen is still shared specific to the data camp app. Let me undo that. Share screen. Okay. Okay. I'll just share my entire screen. Okay. All right. So data camp. Ooh, all right. So where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Certification. I think we would have cancelled that in Sevgon. We just continue the exam. Oh, improve it. Oh, wow. Okay. How beautiful. All right. So, so we used median. So this is for the price. Remember? So we said percentile count, not bounce, and average.
There should be no you there.
There should be what?
It's CONC, no you.
Oh, sorry. Percentile continuous. Thank you. I was wondering why count. So it's not clicking in my head. Next question. So we are working with a table called customer that has three columns: ID, tenure, and spend. Calculate the median tenure across all customer. Across all customer. The question is customer a discrete or continuous variable? Yes, customer ID. The discrete. Is it discrete or continuous variable? Answers.
I think it's continuous ABCD. So
Okay. Anyone with a separate opinion? Because this is an ID column, as I remember this. Okay. We'll find out, but I feel it's like a discrete. Let's see. This is what question 96. Hmm. Okay, next question. So you have a table named customer with yes, assuming the table is normally distributed. Determine the screw direction of spend by comparing the mean and the median. So how do we do this? So we have with this with AG table. What kind of query is this? Who can remember?
Can't even see your screen well.
Oh, is it visible now?
Yeah, a bit.
How about now?
Yeah,
It's visible, but you can't see because they want it on landscape.
You can't see the what?
Like you can't see the full screen. I think because it's not on landscape.
Oh, you can't see the question. Okay, let me see if let me turn that to landscape. How about now? Is it? But that will make you now start bending your phone. Is it visible now though?
yes.
All right. So yes. So we got the question. How many seconds? Okay, 57 seconds. So we're calculating for the spend. Determine the screw direction of spend by comparing the mean and the median. So how do we calculate the mean spend?
That's ABJ average.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next one.
and that percentage continuous. So I still get confused on when to use continuous analysis.
Okay, so parenthetic continuous. Any contrary opinion? All right, taking that as a yes. Sorry, I think that is a no. So we move forward. Submit now, brotherly. So you are
Sorry,
given a table. What?
please go ahead.
Okay. You are given a table, sports, with columns, name, country, score, and age. Calculate the correlation between score and age for each country in UK. So you are calculating correlation. What do we put here? What do we put here?
Core.
Core, CORR.
All right. Next one. What do we put here? We're trying to. So here is supposed to be okay. Let me the question.
Where WHERE.
Okay. Where? Okay. So where this is this. So we submit that.
Sorry, before we move forward, can you kindly explain when to use cont and GIS percentile? Thank you.
When to use what?
When to use percentile cont and percentile discrete.
When to use percentage continuous and when to use percentage discrete. So like
Yes.
the name suggests, it's when you are working with discrete data and when you're working with continuous data. That's continuous, yes, continuous. So when you're working continuous like prices, so um you have price like 0 to 100. You have this kind of data that like just keep counting, continuous data. So use percentile continuous here. So discrete, when you use discrete data more like categorical data, you use percentile discrete. So that's how those two differentiate. All right. Well, it will be more favor to like read up on discrete because discrete have you can find more examples shall we read up on discrete data. So next. Oh yeah, next. So calculate the mean, standard deviation, and variance of the price in the column for gasoline. So we know what mean is. That one is now like we know what standard deviation is. So what is for variance?
Square
Sorry?
root of 10.
I didn't get that. Can you come again?
I said variance should be the square root of should be the square of standard deviation.
The square of standard deviation. So
Yes,
how,
sir.
so how do we write that?
I can't remember. I'll try.
VAR.
Sorry?
VAR. So I don't know if population variance or sample variance. So I think this should be
This is variance for we're looking at wait, hold
price.
on. Price, yes.
Okay, it will be for sample then.
It will be for what?
Sample. I don't know if I'm right.
So is it var underscore sample or just I'm trying to understand what you're
Underscore samp SAMP.
okay. What is the other one?
Population POP underscore POP.
Sounds more like POP than sample. But time is up. Thank God field it already though. But sounds more like but anyways though, we would see our answer at the end of the attempts. We are just getting to 30, so we have to speed up a bit so that by 8 o'clock we should be reviewing our response. So your company is analyzing ticket prices for concerts across multiple genres. We have rock, we have pop, we have classicals. Calculate the mean and standard deviation of ticket prices. Round the numbers to 2. So calculating mean and standard deviation of ticket prices. Is it just me or are they repeating this thing? Let me see before we bear around standard deviation tickets, standard deviation prices, ticket prices. Something still feels tricky here, but any contrary opinion to this response?
Sir, it's something.
Hmm? I didn't get that, sir.
D is any double D for standard deviation. And the writing has to be with the
Standard deviation is standard deviation, yes, STDEV. Is what did you say?
I said I didn't know it's double D. I wrote single D throughout my exam.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so since I'm coming, let me do something. There's no I can't even start doing that thing now. I wanted to quickly rush into data lab to quickly work it out and see. But we can't do that now. With standard dev, I know. Have you tried this on data lab before and is 1D and it worked? Are you there?
I've already
It is
yeah, I've
2D.
already done
Okay, because I've known 2D, so a single D, I don't know. At least for PostgreSQL flavor, I've known 2Ds. So let's move on quickly. So the delivery date column from the sales table was created as a varchar string data type. Complete the statement below to convert the data type from string to date type. So what do we write here to convert delivery dates from string to date type? Beep, beep, beep. Answers. Yeah, Lord Jesus. What do we write to convert string data type to date type? I feel it's cast. I'm listening.
yes, John.
I feel like it's cast, but I was not so prepared for this. I just can't remember a lot of things now. All right. Oh yeah, but I don't think. Wait. There's something. There's something that has to do with something like this.
Yes, that you just use
It's
date,
past.
then that time.
Is it? I don't. But this is not all. This is not all of it.
Uh, I can't even see your screen.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Let me. Sorry, I forgot to switch it back to.
Okay, so you do cast now, like cast open brackets. Because I don't think that one you're doing. But
We can.
then
We
again,
can.
there are different ways to do the cast though. But I think
Yeah.
if you're using cast, you're not going to use that column, that semicolon stuff. You will use cast now and then you use as timestamp. So this other one where you use this column, this semicolon is select now, then the semicolon, then timestamp.
Yeah. Time start. All right. All right. Thank you for reminding me. Although our time is up, so I can't change that variable. So, we are giving SQL table movies. Select all data where we replace the missing value with the average in the audience score. So where we replace, select all data where we replace the missing value with the average in the audience score column. Okay.
I think it's koalas that we should use here.
Okay. So what's the intention here? What's the first clause or statement? Not statement, clause.
I'm trying to understand the question.
It says we are given an SQL table called movie. So this table is movie. Select all data where we replace the missing values with the average in the audience score column. So in this audience score, we are selecting all data where we replace the missing values. So we are selecting everything in the audience score, and wherever there is a missing value, it's going to replace it with the average of this particular column. You get it now?
I get it now. Let's go to the solution.
Okay. So according to this, so next, so Qualys audience, then what will be in here?
I think it's select, but I'm surprised the bracket. Select.
I can't hear you.
I think it's select, because that's like a subquery.
Here you sorry, pardon me. Here you mean yes. Nice observation. Right? So this is a subquery in its why is it structured like this though? Coming. Okay. So agree? Any contrary opinion to this? Or submit?
No.
All right, submit. Next. So you want to detect invalid values within the sales table. How would you identify customers that do not meet the specified regular expression pattern? CDX 0 minus 9 plus. So don't let this code confuse you. It's just saying that you want to detect invalid values within the table and you've seen the clauses. So how do you identify customers that do not meet the specified regular expression pattern? Customers that don't have this value, right? So is you say select all from say where customers not similar to, or where customers not in, or where customers not like, or where customers not, right?
I think it is not in that is right.
Okay.
No, I think
Not
it is not equals to.
not what?
Equals to.
There is no equals to
That
here.
The last
less than
one.
and
The last
Last
one.
one.
last one.
Yes.
Okay. So not in, not equals to. Which are we doing? Not equals to final answer?
That's why I think it's not like.
Not if it's not like, let me just give you have a wild card. If it's not like the number they call that's the percentage sign, it will be there. So that one we know it's not even there. Not similar to alien to us. So I stay with not the last option because our time has gone already. So it's going to submit anyways. See, automatically submit. So white card is like when you're looking for, you want to search for somebody's name, Balumi, but you don't know how they spelled it. So you use PE, where like or not like, there will be a wild card there. Either before the thing you're looking for, after it, or in between, encompassing the word itself. So that's the the function. Next question. Get a list of all records in the books table that have a sales record in the sales table. I think should be one of the easiest one. What do we do here? Get a list of all records in the book table that have any sales record in the sales table. That means you're looking for books that have been sold. Chicken now, but there are two different tables. One is the book table, one is the sales table. So we're only retrieving the books that have record in the sales table. That's how we know books that have made any sale. So definitely there's going to be an identifier, a unique identifier, the primary key and the foreign key that will link book to what now? To sales. And so it's definitely going to be book ID, right? So how do we write that? Oh, time has gone. Jesus. Hey, okay. It says book ID in. So the answer would have been book ID in. Yeah? Did we get that? Am I alone in the call? Do we get that?
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
we have to start.
You said what?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So which of the following query will provide the data type of each column in a table called cars? Which of the following queries will provide the data types of each column in the table called scar using PostgreSQL? Is it select schema? Is it show type cars? Is it backward slash D cars or backward slash schema cars? Which provide that? We already know the answer actually. But let me just
Select schema.
I choose still because it's supposed to be
you choose what?
I choose the slash D card
Wow.
while doing my exam.
Oh, who your exam? No, sorry. Maybe a Python student, no SQL student. I don't even know what language that would be though. But Python is select schema cars. I say Python. SQL, sorry.
Oh, actually,
Yes. So the table user contains metadata about user of your company's website. Each username can contain lowercase digits and special character. Write a query to identify username whose username ends with a digit. Okay, this is the query. What ends this query? Answers. What ends this query? So we're trying to look for username that ends with digits. What is the clause or query? I don't think I've come across this to myself. I really do not think I've come across this.
No idea. I was thinking that percent
Oh, oh,
stuff.
oh, oh. Yes, yes, yes. Wild card. You're right. Yes, yes, yes.
But then
That
it's not. Anyways,
no. See, when you put a wild card before the text, you are saying that it starts with so text. When you put it at the end of the text,
I
you are
was
saying the
thinking
end.
it only works for letters.
You are thinking what?
It only works for letters, like alphabets, like
Oh,
string.
no, 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 no. It won't only work for letters. But it is this stuff after the username that is my own concern, because normally I use the like clause to say where.
Exactly. I was going to even say that. As I thought that this wildcard works with is like.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Same here. So it seems like this is the opposite. Same thing for equal to, where you have greater and greater. What do you call it now? Less than and greater than sign. So it seems there's an alternative in the symbol. We'll check that out, sure, and confirm all this. Where are we? Okay, that's 7 questions in. So some username contains, where am I? You work for a company which runs an online gaming service. The table account contains information about each username, remaining credits, and the account creation date. So you have username, credit, and creation date. Some username contain white spaces at the beginning or the end of the string. Remove this white space and view the distribution of the length. View the distribution of the username length. So update account, set username. What is the code that comes here? We're trying to remove white space.
To remove
Now,
white space of the trim.
hmm? I didn't get that.
Now, I was
I
saying
think
to
that's
remove white space, we use trim, right?
okay. This is Gaz's forte. So, let me see. Come on, select lens. Count. Okay, that's the count. Okay. All right.
Trim username. I think.
I have set trim. See, I have set trim already.
So the username, the new username. Okay.
It has been submitted already. There was no change that could be made. The column education contains the coded educational level of each respondent as varchar data type. Complete the code below to convert it to integer data type. So that's going to be cast now, you said, right?
Yeah, you open bracket now,
And then
and
close the
then
bracket.
they now will also be in brackets. Sorry,
Hold on.
like
Ma'am, sorry about that. Yes, well, we say I'm saying that, are you saying that bracket is going to be closed?
cast open brackets now,
And
then open bracket, close bracket.
what you just said is an incomplete, because what you said is cast open brackets now, then you said open brackets again.
Like open bracket,
That's
close bracket, open bracket, close bracket.
no, I have to close this bracket.
Right, that's true.
Exactly. Although it's submitted already though. But then if I do that, there will be
Because
one more
there's
bracket.
brackets in this education plan. There's supposed to be no bracket there. Do you
Mm,
get?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's not supposed to be bracket there because now you're supposed to have like now open bracket, close bracket, then education as integer, close
Okay.
bracket. So there's supposed to be no like brackets there in that education part.
Mm, if that's the case, then probably this now will be in a, hmm, hmm, can't really remember how this was. I'm trying to
So
save
can
time
we
here.
use the two semicolon?
Okay, okay. But that'll be on another question, another cast
Okay.
question. So you work for a travel agency. We are 21 questions in. Travel agency, we store information about previous customer data in a table, customer in a table called holiday clients. Each customer ID, preferred holiday type, number of tips and dates, blah blah blah, was stored in the table. Create a query to identify which clients are missing the date on their birth date. So we're looking for missing value here. I think this is like one of those take a break questions. Response?
Where last holiday is no.
Okay. Okay, next question. Imagine you have a PostgreSQL table called employees. This employee table contains the following columns: name, age, and role. How do you query the data type of the name column? Do you write select PG type of name from employee limit one, or select PG type name, or check type, or var chart name? Answers? Boiling.
I think it's number one, PG type of name. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, PG. Okay. So submit. Next. Get a list of all records in the books table that have a stock quantity of more than 20 units in the stock table. So we're looking for books that have more than 20 units in the stock table. So in the stock table, first identify that one. So there's going to be a what clause will be here.
I see your screen.
Can you see my screen now?
Where? Where close to be there?
In the subquery, right? So in the subquery, there's going to be the where clause. What of in the main query?
In.
In.
Good. These are take a break question before they hit you with something thunderous. So next one says complete the statements below to truncate the column delivery dates to minutely precision. So what do we write here?
Trunk. There's
Trunk.
yeah,
Is it just
trunk. Date trunk.
good?
How did I remember that?
Sometimes what's like your brain will just kind of just shock you, like, damn, I knew that. And I'm trying to think if it's date trunk or trunk date, but I think it's date trunk.
It's that.
Okay, submitting that. So it's almost
I'm not sure there is an IQ or there is a number score, but
We move. Let's just move. So we are given two SQL tables, employee and employee info. Complete the SQL code to show employee names of people that have salaries less than average. So that means they calculate the average and then they will now show employee table less than that calculated average, or the syntax less than the syntax for calculating average. So you have, where's the table? This is employee table and then employee info table. So employee table has the employee ID and employee name, while employee info table has the employee ID and the salary of the employee. So we're looking for less than average salary. That is our subquery. All right. So what will be here in this
AVG.
AVG? Great.
Sure.
Sharp. So submit. And next. Okay. So write SQL code to show movie genre that have an average score of at least 50. That means 50 or more from the table movie. So we're looking for average score. So that's going to be audience score, obviously. So what do we write on the first code? Definitely going to
AVG.
be AVG. AVG. The next one, group by genre. Then what's going to be here?
Order by average score.
Okay, so our order by be
Sir,
there.
please, please, can you bring it a bit down so I could see the question? Thank you.
The question, okay.
Sorry, please, can you see the results? Sure. The output, I mean. So we have the January and the average score. Okay, I think we are all doing by average score, Kawai. Not descending, not ascending, just order by average score.
Yeah, but we can't say order by average score, because when you say order by average score, you've already put it automatically an ascending, and that would mean the least value be on top. Everything will be arranged automatically. And we can see the genre R, C, A, F, D. Definitely is not ordered by the genre also. So there's no order by here.
Yeah,
And
that's what.
obviously, order by cannot be
Can we use
before
in
your
select?
where clause. Hmm?
All right, so please, sir, what do you have there? You have 70 seconds to go.
Oh, okay, you have 60
That should be
seconds.
where, right? That should be where average audience score is greater than 50.
No, we're
That's
talking
The last,
about
that's
before.
there.
the last one is where? What is in the second to the last one here? What's here?
No, that one is average, where is on top should be where, right? But just one thing can enter, right? So
I
up
think
should
the
be
only
where,
thing that
then below is average.
Good. So VG. So remember, you on your where clause, you put the syntax itself. You can't put the result. You can't put the calculated score. You put the query itself again for your where clause.
Oh my, this is nonsense.
It makes no sense. Oh my god. Okay.
But I couldn't see the breakdown of my answers after my own exam. So I'm looking for the end of this.
Yes, that's what we're all looking towards. So the tables customers contain information about the name of the customer visiting your company's store each day. The table has three columns: the day, the store ID, and the number of customers who visited the store that day. That's the number of customer. A query should calculate the average number of customers across all store on that day. So what do we put on the first code here?
Average.
Average.
Average. And next one is going to be what? Starts with a G.
Group by.
Okay. All right. So that will give us that answer. Next, so we're 14 questions in, or to the end rather. When manipulated factors have a genuine effect on the dependent variable and are not, so these statistics, and are not influenced by other confounded variable, we can say that our experiment, we could say that our experiment has good, is it good content validity, structure validity, internal validity, or external validity? When the manipulated factor has a genuine effect on the dependent variable and are not influenced by other confounded variable, we could say that our experiment has good content validity, structure validity, internal validity, external validity. 46 seconds, 45.
Internal.
Internal validity. Any explanation to that choice of?
Because it is depending on the already existed one, and it is not even influenced by it.
He said when manipulated factors have a genuine effect on dependent variable,
And we are not influenced by other.
confounded variable. Okay, so we're sticking with that. The part feels like structure. In what circumstance can you reject null hypothesis? You have to even know what null hypothesis is. Who can quickly search up null hypothesis? I can't remember this, but let me not give a wrong definition. Just Google null hypothesis. If you're using ChatGPT, put it in simple terms so that you don't get Nobel Prize explanation. Wait at 50 seconds.
I think
Okay. Any response?
I think it should be the first. We can reject the null hypothesis when the observed differences are too large to be attributed to chance alone.
Hmm. And but what is null hypothesis?
I think null hypothesis is kind of like no effect, like what assuming, like for example, assuming that there's no difference in height of male or female, like no effect is the
Yeah.
pre-existing thing.
Like no effect is observed. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, that's how I understand it in my mind. It's not the but
Okay.
yeah, no.
Okay. I submitted that one though. So we're sticking with when observed differences are too large to be attributed to chance alone. All right. Although that's still up for debate. So 12 more questions. Which of the following experimental designs allow you to determine whether the change in a dependent variable are due to some interaction effect between the pretest and the treatment? Oh, I can even, oh, amazing. Are you kidding me? Oh, it didn't work here. Hey, shit. I just made a mistake, guys. My hand mistakenly clicked on submit. But let's still look at it. So, which of the following experimental design allows you to determine whether change in the dependent value are due to some interaction between the pretest and the treatment? The randomized two group pretest, post-test, randomize. I have no response on this, but I think I have come across this Solomon four group design. So I'm leaving this number 48 for reviews later. A company tests a new product, and each test has only two possible outcomes: success, the product works; failure, the product does not work. The probability of success in each test is 0.8. What distribution should be used to model the outcome of a single test? Is it a binomial distribution, Bernoulli distribution, Poisson distribution, uniform distribution? It cannot be binomial because binomial is to show two. But I think it cannot be binomial though. Response, wait, are you guys still hearing me? Because it's just quiet. Suddenly everywhere is quiet. Am I
With
still on
you,
the
we are,
call?
yeah, we
Okay,
are with you.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Silence was deafening. So, what distribution would we use? This is, how many of us have gotten statistics? If you have, just say,
I'm not very good at statistics, but I remember when I browsed that it was Bernoulli that usually distributed with two possible outcomes. So I don't know. I'm waiting for someone that
but
will do with statistics
the
and that.
statistics on the course, on the career track, the statistics there. Our time is even running out though. I'm caught between poison and distribution. Okay, let me hear you.
Bernoulli, oh,
Bernoulli, okay. Who else? Bernoulli. Okay, said that already because of time. Okay, next. An e-commerce company wants to understand the shopping behavior of its customers. The company wants to find evidence to conclude that daytime shoppers spend more than nighttime shoppers. They decide to use their data to conduct a hypothesis test to check this. What type of hypothesis test is appropriate? Remember, they want to use the the data to conclude that daytime shopper spends more than nighttime shopper. They already have a
I think it's the
pre-existing.
right thing for someone else to answer. A minute.
You think it's right field?
Yes, because daytime shoppers spend more than nighttime shoppers. Daytime shoppers is by the that's less. Oh, sorry, not right.
It is two-tailed test because it is two things they are trying to check out.
Okay.
Exactly, but then again, I just feel like the question self is somehow because they're
You see,
already
this
biased.
left tail tell, right tail tell is talking about the screwness, whether it's moved to the left or to the right. But it was not indicated here whether the night tail is to the left or the other one's to the right. So it's just better to put it as two-tail test.
Between us, I think left tail test, and two tail test. One of them supposed to be. What do you guys think?
Can we hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry. My network MTN was trying to. Okay, so I'm switching my screen. Okay, so we're back here. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I don't know if I should reload this thing because for some amazing reason, it's telling me let's try again. And my time is still counting. I think I'll have to reload. Ah, blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus. Oh Lord, it's scary. Okay. Reload. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, next. We didn't record my answer, sir. So in statistical analysis, parameter estimation is crucial. It involves utilizing sample data to infer or predict what characteristics, either mean or variance, of the broader population might be. What is the primary goal of statistical process? Is it to test the significance of differences observed in the data over time? Is it to identify the exact value of population parameters based on sample? Is it to determine the distribution pattern of data within a data set based on a sample?
Distribution pattern.
Distribution pattern. Okay. I spot the answer actually. Submit. Next question. When conducting an experiment through randomization, researchers are able to distribute different known and unknown co-founder between group, resulting in the improvement of what? Is it an improvement of internal validity, external validity, construct validity, content validity? I need to actually, but for some reason I can't actually understand these terms. Answers. Who has an idea? The approach to this answer. Anyone? Conducting an experiment through randomization. Any answer?
If I had to choose, I would external validity based on the previous person's answer about internal validity having to do with the effect being only based on the pretest. So if the distribution of things is meant to balance the effect of co-founders, that means it's meant to minimize the effect of any external thing. That would mean it would improve external validity. Shaky breath, that's what I have.
Okay. That is a 1/3 probability because we still have construct, we still have validity here, to which we have no proper understanding of those words. But selected in external though. Different known values. Okay. Let's move on because of time. I'm looking at time seriously. So 7 more questions to go and we're done. When analyzing replicability and generalizability, what generalizability? Ooh, never seen that before. Of the conferences obtained through our experiments, we are concerned about. So when you're analyzing the ability for a analysis to be replicated or a possibility to be replicated, and how much you can generalize that outcome or that will I say observation of the inferences based through our experiments, we are concerned about what? Are we concerned about the content, the construct, the internal or the external?
The content.
Why content?
Because you need to be very careful if the data is actually not, how will I say, whether it is there is no missing values in those data. And how true is it, a primary data or a secondary data?
Are you asking the question?
No, that is it. Whether the data is actually a primary data and the secondary or a secondary data. So for it not to be like, how will I say this now? Um, I don't know how to put this word. So that there won't be confusion somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Let's hold on to that explanation. Thank you for that. So choose the mean and standard deviation pair that represents the standard normal distribution. So is it m equals to 2 where SD is equals to 0.5, or m equals to 1, SD equals to 0, m equals 0, SD equals to 1? What is the answer? Cut across 1 and 4.
I think 1 and 4.
You think what?
No, it's fine. My answer is no. So,
The answer is like what? Give us your options. My mind is
me, I'm number 3. I'm on
number.
mean of 0 and standard deviation of 1. So,
I am using a cheat code from that percentile disk and stuff we'll be using to say 0.5, although that doesn't even work here because that's standard deviation. To
for standard number, it falls midway, right? And the standard deviation, it has to be 1 because that's when we have that 68% falls between +1, then 95. That's why I'm thinking the standard deviation should be 1, then mean 0. That's what I mean plus 3.
I think two people already shows that already. So an experiment to study the effect of cigar smoking on diabetes. To control the confounding variables, you have identified two groups of people who are male, 200 pounds, middle class, college educated, and exercise regularly, except that one group smokes and the other doesn't. So everybody shares the same variable, just that one smoke and the other doesn't. What type of control strategy has been implemented for this study? Is it a double blinding? Is it stratification? Is it cohort study or matching? The answer is right in front of us. In fact, it's a what do you call this now? It's an AICA term. Somebody just tell me what we already know. Answers, 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 answer.
Cohorts,
I think
right?
he is
Yes.
A.
Any other um alternative opinion? Okay, taking that as a no. Four more questions. The end. The margin of error is a key component in the calculation of confidence interval, influencing their width and the precision of the estimate they provide. What does the margin of error fundamentally represent in the context of confidence interval? Does it represent the exactness of the population parameter's value, given we know the sample mean? Does it represent the maximal difference between the sample statistics and the true population parameters? Does it represent the accuracy level of the sample in mirroring the population, given we know the population mean? What does margin error represent?
I'll be present too. Hey,
I would go to 3.
I'll go with that.
God, I'm big.
This exam is
It's quite technical somehow.
Yes, it's very tech. This is statistics is one of the things I ran away from in this. I my head also off. I told you that when you start it, you will not write any code. You're using paper and biro. No code for you. So is it the exactness of the population parameter? It's more like within 2 and 3 actually. But that's ending of one is more okay. So mini money more is what we're gonna do. Mini money more.
You just choose the last one.
Is okay. So you have observed data from a sample of 15 participants on their weights in kg. Your assumption is that the data follows a normal distribution. Your assumption, what method can you use to estimate the parameters of the assumed distribution given your observation? Maximum likelihood estimation, chi-squared goodness of fits, Pearson correlation test.
Pearson correlation coefficient.
You have definition of that
Mm,
or an explanation? I'll try
let
waiting forever to load my screen.
let me just come here.
Okay, so why that works? Why let's load on to another page. So please, once you check the Pearson correlation, just notify me.
Yeah, it's the most common way of measuring a linear correlation. So
So
whenever we are talking about
yes, okay, okay,
to find the way of finding the correlation between a particular thing.
yes. So a linear correlation, most common way. All right, thank you. So a hotel chain is planning to introduce a new service and wants to understand the impact of this service on customer satisfaction, customer loyalty, and customer spending. They also want to understand the interaction effect between these variables. Which type of experimental design will most suitable in this scenario? Is it a factorial design implementation? Is it a completely randomized design? Is it a stratified randomized design? I'm thinking it's number one. All
Me
right,
I
too.
so
think it should be one as well.
hmm?
I'm saying I'm also opting for one.
Yeah, I'm also looking for one. Okay, let's go for that and submit. I think we have two more questions after this. Yes, we have two more questions after this. So the second to the last one. What distribution is commonly used to test the goodness of fits for categorical data? Hmm. I haven't done this. It's not even in our course outline. It's under statistics. Direct.
I think I'll choose chi square just because in the previous question they said chi square goodness of fit.
Yeah, that's the correct answer actually.
All right.
In fact, it's a goodness of fit test. It is that kind of hypothesis test used to determine whether a variable is likely to come from a specific distribution or not. And that's what you use your chi-square for.
Okay. Okay. That's amazing. Thank you. And the last man standing. As a scientist for a pharmaceutical company, you are testing a new drug to treat the common cold. You give one group the new drug and one group a placebo. What is the placebo group called? What is a placebo in the first place?
The first thing, the negative con. Hmm?
We have
Uh,
negative control group, we have positive control
Placebo
group.
is something you give someone, you give them a job.
What?
It's negative control group.
Okay. Final answer, negative control group, walking away with 10 million naira. Final answer. Submit. All right, so we've come to the end. Calculating the score. It's going to be terrible, don't worry. But that's not our intention. We're trying to see if we can get. Uh, you can't see
I
my, can
can't
you see
see
my
your
screen
screen
now?
again.
Jesus, I passed. I did not pass, so we passed. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Okay.
but not fully. I can't see your screen.
Okay. Let me turn it. What up now?
What?
What?
Okay, okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's
That's
better,
the
it's
way you
better, it's
see
better this way.
Okay. So we see that the required average for this examination is 86. We scored 97. So the topic of our strongest was explanatory analysis theory, right? Where we scored 106. That's 109% out of the 200%. I think 200% yes. So um, exploratory analysis in SQL, we did 107. Data management in SQL, poorly, 84. And we made headway in statistical experimentation theory. So we now get where we boil down on when you want to take your own exam. We boil down on that data management and then statistical experimentation while still doing your normal practice of exploratory analysis for you to pass the first exam. Because I think there are two of them. You've passed this exam, you can move on to the next section. Okay, next section. Okay. Now, so I'm going to close this.
Let's do the next section next week, please.
Yes, yes, yes. Would attend them. I'll be more ready for. Let me see. View results. Oh, we didn't do the breakdown. I used to have that breakdown before. I don't understand why it's not. It should tell you exactly what you get wrong. Anyway, let's end up here. Anyway, so we look
I
forward
think
to
they have changed it because there used to be a breakdown before.
quickly. Exactly, I'm feeling like I'm the one. I'm the one
I've
that's
attempted I've attempted this like some time ago, and there used to be a breakdown before.
exactly. They'll show you this kind of line map a bit. Or show you where you got wrong, where you got right, stuff like that.
They have just maybe they improved their whatever. I don't know.
This is an improvement or a regression. I don't understand. So thank you so much for your time. Don't mind data camp people. They're not serious. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a wonderful moment with you all. So please, at least see that there's nothing to fear. There's no gish there anymore. You've done it together. That was the whole point of doing it together. So that what I don't know, I'm informed by others, and what others don't know, informed by every other person. All right. So now the distribution of knowledge is now more balanced. Yeah, statistics. So we look forward to next week. I hope next week Saturday. Saturday. Okay, I'm available next Saturday. So have a great yes. Thank you. Well,
Thank you so much, sir.
yes, you're welcome. Our topic, Chinasa, our topic is going to be exam. Let's call it. What do we call it now? Exam attempts, examination attempts, or certification attempts. Yes, certification attempts. Anyone's certification attempts is better. So yes, so that'll be all for now. Thank you so much. See you next Saturday. I have to leave the office now. So have a great night, everyone. Bye.